So I should have taken this video a minute ago. I just finished changing my tire, so you might have to trust me just a little bit. But let me turn my truck back on. Now that my truck is on, so I can show you. If you'll see, information, tire pressure. There's my tire pressure. Little story of what happened. I got a flat tire on the back left. So it had zero pressure, of course. So I got that flat tire. I put on my spare tire. Of course, the spare tire doesn't have a sensor. So I drove it for a couple days, and the truck said it had zero pressure. Of course, I had my real tire in the back of my truck. I wanted to get it fixed somewhere else, and it would have been done. But Ford told me to bring it into them, so I brought it into Ford. And so my back left tire had the spare tire. I have 6,500 miles on my truck, and I didn't want my tires to be uneven, so I asked them, after they fixed the tire, if they'd rotate my tires. And also they had to do an update for my truck, because it had a recall. So I went ahead, brought it up to them, asked them, fix the tire. After you fix the tire, rotate the tire, do the update. And I leave. They call me, they tell me they can't fix the tire. And do I want to buy a new tire? And I say no. I want to take it somewhere else. So I come back, and they inform me that they rotated the tires. And I say, well, why did you rotate the tires if you didn't fix the one? And they say, okay, well we rotated them first. Okay, well, how did you rotate them? Well, they took the backs and put them on the front. And I ask, okay, so my spare tire's on the front. And she says, no, it's in the same spot. I say, well, how do you rotate 3 tires? I'm very confused. And she says, don't worry about it. It's all fine. Just get your tire fixed and put it where the spare tire is. Which was true, because the spare tire was on the front, but she was saying, I have a full-size spare, but it's actually 1 inch smaller than the real tires. So if it's on the front, the truck's going to pull. And she was going to put it back for me. But then I said, just leave it alone, and it will be fine, because I'm gonna get the tire fixed right away and put it on there. And then they say they didn't do my update. I'm like, why didn't you do the update? Okay, so I'm like, okay, fine, give me my tire and do the update. And so I take my tire and I leave. Sadly, the shop I wanted to go to was closed, so I couldn't get my tire fixed right away. And they call me, and I come back. They did the update. I take my truck, and I notice it still says the back left is flat. And so the back left is flat. So I'm like, oh, the sensors must be set to know where they are. The sensors know where they are, and they didn't reset the sensors. So the front tire still thinks it's on the front, and it's saying the front tire is fine, and I have a flat back tire, even though my factory Ford rim and tire is now on the back. And it should think that it has a good tire on the back, but it doesn't. Funnily enough, the next day, my stepbrother took the tire and got it fixed for me. So when I went to go to work in the morning, he was parked behind me, and the truck connected to that tire. I couldn't put it on. I was going to put it on in the morning, so I had to take the spare tire to work. So, because I couldn't get in his car because it was locked. But I thought it was awesome how it connected from his car. So it was saying I had 30 PSI, low PSI in the back left, because that's where that tire used to be, because that tire knows where it wants to be. And they didn't remap my tires like they should have when they rotated them. So I called them. I didn't want to take it back to them anyway, because I don't trust them. I never did. I never wanted to take it there anyway. So, and I talked to my buddy who's a master mechanic and has the same truck as me, the Ford Maverick 2024. And I called him and I said, so, these tires know where they are, don't they? And he said, yeah, they do. And you have to remap them. So now he's going to have to help me with that because Ford didn't do it. And so I called Ford and I said, I'm sorry, but I have a little bit of a complaint. And they said, okay, what's that? And I said, you didn't remap my tires. And they told me I was wrong, and that's not how it works. Obviously, let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. My front tire. I can show you, I will drive the truck so I can show you where the repair was made on this front tire that used to be on the back. Let's just pull up a little bit. We're just gonna pull up. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I just need to find where the repair was made. It's marked on there. So you can see, I'll try to find a tire pressure gauge here, or I'll go to Bell Tire and fill it up. I probably rubbed the chalk off when I drove it around the block. I probably rubbed the chalk off, like I said, when I just changed the tire and drove it around the block. But this front left tire, I'll have to show you with the PSI meter that this one is at 32 or whatever. And I thought it was hilarious. Like I said, I had my spare tire on the front here, and it picked up from my brother's car that this one was at 30 PSI. I should be able to see. I'm gonna have to stop the video and I'm gonna splice it with my next video. So here I am, tire pressure gauge, front tire, $31, 2, 3. This is not the most accurate gauge. $35. Let's see what the back says. They might be a little, they're warm right now, so they're a little higher. Yeah, look, see, the back says 40. The back says 40, the front says 35 on this. So the front is low, is lower. So as you see, my front is lower than my back. My front is the tire I had repaired. My front was on the back. And now if we look at this, if we look at it, go, and we go, information, tire pressure, the back is low, but the back is not low. It's not low. The front is low because they rotated my tires without remapping the sensors. And then when I told them they did it wrong, they said I was wrong. But Westbourne Ford Service Center is wrong. No, that's not Westbourne Ford. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut that from the video. Even though I just said it again, so I have to cut it twice. Village Ford is the one. Village Ford. They don't know how to rotate tires up there. I wouldn't trust them with anything. I wouldn't buy a car from them. Except I already did. Sadly. Because, like I said, my front tire that I just showed you was low. And it thinks the back tire's low. I'm going to go fill it up now. So, you can't trust anyone, I guess. Can't trust Ford to rotate your tires. So here I am at Bell Tire. Come on. Oh, you bitch. And it says, my back. Come on, dude, you're not in drive. Anyway, you saw it. Back left tire's low, huh? Back left tire's low? Looks fine to me. Looks fine to me. But by Ford's rotation logic, that means I gotta put air in the front tire. Yeah. By Ford's logic, if it says my back tire's low, putting air in the front tire. Where did I put my thing, man? Okay, so now that I filled up the front tire, not the back tire, even though the Village Ford Service Center says I'm wrong, oh my God, would you have a gander at that? Can you believe it? It's unbelievable, man. Putting air in your front tire to air up your back tire. Because the sensors don't need to be mapped, do they? They don't need to be mapped. No, the tires don't know where they are. Don't go to Village Ford. Probably don't buy a Ford at all.